Hello, it's Charlio here, or more specifically Editor Charlio here, to say how this video is going to work, because it works a bit different. First of all, it's a 100 subscriber special, which, oh my god, wow, thank you, that's wild. Second of all, this, as you could probably see, this is an hour-long video. We're done recording this, realized, oh my god, it's an hour. So I did a poll on Twitter and Tumblr, where I asked, hey, do you guys want it shorter, or do you want it to be an hour? And you guys said you wanted it to be an hour. So I just wanted to say this is going to work a bit more like a podcast where you can listen to it when you're like drawing, going for a walk or whatever, because if I were to make it visually interesting the whole way through, I would first be done with it after the season 5 came out. And without further ado, let's go! Hello everyone, I'm Charlio, you can just call me Corey, and who are you?
Well, hello. You might know me as the Amethyst Archer, but you could call me Li Jing, or just Jing, or Lu.
And today we are going to talk about the Lego Monkie Kid Season 5 trailer, which just got out a few days ago, and we're gonna share our theories and thoughts about it.
Yeah, we're gonna improvise a bit on the way, but don't worry, we got some kind of script.
Yeah, and this is actually a sort of part 1. This is a collab between our channels, since this is gonna be more of like a breakdown and some theories and some thoughts, and then on your channel.
Yeah, well, here on Corey's channel we're gonna talk about the more overall breakdown of the trailer, and on my channel we're gonna focus on the more specific kind of things that we found interesting and we'll deeper into the details about. So if you're interested in something more detailed, then go check out my channel after you watch this.
Yeah, but without further doubt, let's begin! Okay, starting off strong with just this clip. We're gonna be stopping a lot, but we are guessing that most of you have already watched the trailer like a million times, like us, so we're just gonna do it like this.
We're gonna go through it and analyze it, maybe just give our reactions on some parts.
Yeah, but let's start here. We have our 3 mystical monkeys here.
As we all hoped they would go to the Underworld.
Yes, and they're here. Let's start with some details. As we all probably noticed, MK's in his pajamas, and that might seem pretty random to most people, like, what the fuck, did he just get dragged into court, like his pajamas? But actually, if we go to the original Journey to the West, there's a reason for that, because in the original Journey to the West, when Wukong was originally sent to the Underworld, it was because he fell asleep and then died.
Yeah, did you know Wukong, he was actually meant to die peacefully. He was meant to just fall asleep and die. It was literally written in the book of death that he should die like that. But then he was like, when he waked up in the Underworld and was like, wait, I'm supposed to be dead now? No, no way. So that was when he removed his name from the book of the death.
Yeah. So what we're gonna guess here is that like they all fell asleep and then woke up. Maybe it's not like they're completely dead. They're probably here just being told, like, if we look at the translations, the Underworld kings say the 10 temples of Earth sent you here for the evil that you for Visetis. I don't know what that says.
Yeah, credit to the translation from a certain Corinna 2116 from a comment made on MK Team's video of the trailer. Go check it out, it's pretty good. We're going to base our thing about this translation, but maybe cross-read it with some other stuff.
Yeah, and they basically say like, the 10 temples of Earth send you here, blah blah blah, do you 3 know what you're doing? So our 3 celestial monkeys here have clearly been doing something wrong, and it's probably because they're celestial monkeys and they usually cause chaos.
Yeah.
Maybe Pixie's up on Earth panicking because I was like, oh my god, my son!
Yeah, but no matter if they're like nearly dying, actually dead, or just like being called to some sort of conversation because you have done something wrong and now we are here to remind you of you should not do it anymore. Yeah, they're gonna do it still, but you know?
Yeah, let's continue on.
Yes.
当时电传你们前来，对于你们犯下的恶行，你们3人是否知罪？
Wait, just pause it a minute there.
你们犯下的
Okay, he doesn't have his pajamas on here anymore. Is it just because, you know, that he shifted? Maybe the Kings of Death are like, oh, sorry, we didn't see you in your pajamas here, get you some clothes. Just snap anime girl transformation or what?
Magical girl. No, I think it's probably like, it's probably just a different scene. Like they were probably then sent down to the Underworld where the Kings of the Underworld were like, stop fucking around!
And then they kept fucking around and now we are back here.
Yeah, they're back there.
Yeah, that could be it.
Continuing on.
恶行，你们3人是否知罪？我知罪。
We have the you know the sky breaking.
We even get to see Changa.
Yeah, I don't know how to say her name.
I think it's something like Changa. Okay, I'm learning Chinese, guys, but I'm not that good, so please excuse me if that was not right.
Yeah, but they're gonna talk about this. We're gonna this whole thing with Earth here in the middle and this glowy thing. We're gonna talk about that later. We'll just take it as we go.
Just random facts. All the way back in season 1 when MK was fighting TBK and his powers did the exact same thing. It's just... yeah.
Anyway, continuing on.
接管天庭一切事，这一位就是托塔天王。
Okay, so this is where we just saw this guy. You guys probably already did some research on him. Yeah, that is Li Jing, Nezha's father.
李靖，
哪吒的老爸，哪吒，你的老爸。
And what the King of the Dead said right there, he was basically just introducing him as this is the heavenly king of the pagoda, Li Jing.
I'm sorry if I caught you off too early there. Anyway, but yeah, we're seeing Li Jing. If we go, so he wants to be like if we can see of the translations.
Wait, before I do that, say that again in a moment. Just so you know, Chinese names always have some meanings behind them, and in my part of this analysis, my part in this video on my channel, I'm definitely gonna see what his name means. Just a heads up.
Yeah, great. But from what I could figure out about Li Jing, yeah, he's Nezha's father, and we see clearly in the translation that he wants to be. He says in the trailer, "When I take over the whole sky." So what he means is he's going to be the next Jade Emperor, and that's why we also see him in the Celestial Realm right here. This is the Jade Emperor's throne room. So I saw this theory that that when the skies here are breaking, a lot of demons are breaking free from confinement, or maybe just starting to attack more. And maybe this is what Li Jing is doing here. He's protecting the Celestial Realm.
Yeah, he's likely a guy who has his very uptight moral values and kind of thinks the Monkey Kids doesn't kind of do that.
Yeah, as we can see, he doesn't seem too happy here, and we're gonna continue on, and then you can see more examples of how he clearly doesn't like them and talk about why.
Even though he is, at least he thinks he is a good guy, you know, that kind of example.
李靖，
哪吒的老爸，哪吒，你的老爸要做新的玉皇大帝啦！
但是有一样东西肯定能够让齐天大圣服。
Yeah, let's just
just this beautiful shot right here.
We stopped perfectly.
Wait, the silence before the storm. He hasn't even noticed it yet.
Yeah, he's just like, what? So this seems interesting. So what we're clearly seeing here, if we just go like 1 second, this is we hear he screams.
And we see Macaque and MK in the background. Oh, goodness, wish for more.
So this is clearly this scene. And as we talked about, these were 2 different scenes. So these scenes are probably connected to the scene we see here with Wukong getting his circlet on. So that's probably after they started fucking things up again, at least in the Celestial Realm's eyes.
Right, it does look like the same room.
So like this is probably, they were probably, yeah, again, they were probably told, stop being chaos monkeys, but then they continue being chaos monkeys because they're you know, monkeys.
Yeah, but wait, that scene. Yeah, but you know, it's not the same. Was it this scene you were referring to?
No. I was referring to this scene.
Okay, yeah, that's more likely. The lighting is much better.
Yeah. So let's. So Wukong's getting his new circlet back. This is definitely not good. We saw him having even some PTSD flashbacks in season 4, so it was definitely this. It was alluding to. I don't know why I haven't been thinking about this more. The fandom has been talking about this a lot, but I don't know why I didn't catch on.
Good point. Well, for me, I've been absent for a while. I have seen stuff.
Sounds like you have experienced trauma.
Okay, no. Well, I mean, you know, other characters' trauma, not my own.
Son Mei.
Son Mei. Oh, just started this anime. Bungo Stray Dogs can recommend. Anyway, no, that's the time. Okay, so yeah, that's the thing. Wait, I'm just gonna real quick start it.
你们几个别想再逃了！
Wait, it doesn't even. So yeah, we all know that the circlet doesn't look like that originally. I mean, Monkey King has so many different adaptations, and it is very common that his circlet has them as well. But the thing is, I mean, when you search on it, it is, you know, described to have that curved up in the ends. That is the original design, I think. The weird thing here is that Monkey Kid actually had the original design, but then they had this one. They didn't just start with this one as Monkey Kid's version of the circlet. They had the original, and now they have this.
Yeah, we can see it here in the poster. Oh, there we have the poster. As we see here, like as you mentioned, the circlet it is different. I've seen some theories mention it more looks like a classical crown, or that it looks more like
I really like the design actually. Wait, in this shot it even looks like a lotus. No, just go back. It does look like a lotus right
Oh
now.
No.
You do know how much symbolizes this about lotuses in Chinese mythology. But I don't know if it makes sense in this case. I mean, if it was Li Jing who put it there, it actually does make sense. Okay, wait. So you guys, you know, the symbolism of lotus, I'm just gonna say real quick. They symbolize pureness, because, you know, the flower is white and clean, but it grows in very muddy waters, and it grows basically through the water. But even so, it grows in swamps. That's the name.
Yeah, it grows in swamps.
Swamps. Even though it grows in swamps and muddy waters, it comes up, and when it blooms, it's still snow white, super clean, pure. So it symbolizes pureness, even though it grows in dark and dirty places.
Yeah. So So maybe you can look at that from a kind of both a good and a dark analysis. But maybe, like as we talked about, Li Jing is probably morally strict, and that's why he doesn't like the monkey kids. So maybe he wants Nezha to be this perfect guy.
He would definitely like the lotus. I mean, just look at the outfits. Nezha is called the Lotus Prince.
Yeah, it's not
okay. I don't know who gave him that title, but you know,
maybe we should continue on, and we can talk a bit more about Li Jing and Nezha because we see their scenes together.
Yeah.
Let's continue.
俯首称臣，你们几个别想再逃了！
Okay, so we see some scenes here. First of all, he uses this against the monkey kids. It actually kind of looks like they're getting blown away, and MK's the only one really getting sucked in. We saw another breakdown of Lego Monkie Kid, and there they mentioned it only really looks like MK is getting pulled closer. We can really rewatch it. Yeah, it really looks only like MK is getting pulled towards it.
It does. Wait, just one more time. Yeah, true.
Yeah, true. Yeah, so we're clearly seeing some stuff here. But what this is, I did some research. I was so... and what we're seeing here is something called a pagoda, which is in the original mythology, when, already in the original mythology, Nezha and his dad had some issues because Li Jing didn't really like, Li Jing and his wife, aka Nezha's mother, didn't really like that they had like a celestial baby.
AKA, who doesn't have family issues in this series?
Yeah! So, and then Nezha died because he accidentally killed the son of the EC Dragon King.
Yeah.
And then Nezha got brought back to life, but because of some issues with his father, he tried to kill his father. And so Li Jing ran away, but then got this pagoda, which it kind of works like the calabash from season 1, where people can get sucked in. But instead, you know, when they get in there, people get burned. And in the original mythology, Nezha, you know, got sucked in because he was trying to kill his father and then got burned. So Nezha clearly has some trauma from this.
Yeah, but wait, how did he even survive then? Do you know?
He's a celestial being.
Yeah, maybe he did have some fatherly feelings for him. But anyway, what was I gonna say? No, just continue on.
Let's continue!
Yeah, that was it. Okay, so we clearly see through multiple scenes in this that Nezha is not in his best place, maybe? You get what I mean? Okay, so my first thought was that he was split between choosing the monkey kids and his father because, you know, blood bonds. But then there's the whole thing about him actually hating his dad. And, like, why would he even consider choosing his side? So then Curry mentioned that maybe it's because he does have some trauma from this pagoda. Maybe we can go so far as that his father is even threatening him to stay by his side because he doesn't want him to hang around the monkey kids, and he's more or less just threatening his own son with his pagoda thing.
Also, I imagine a scene. You remember that scene in season 1 where DBK said to Red Sun, like, nothing but a disappointment? What if we had that, but Li Jing say to Nezha to just really throw the ball home and even mention how Nezha has never won a single fight in the show?
Yeah.
Like, that would be dark!
Hashtag give Nezha a chance.
Please!
And just the thing about, yeah, you know, it would be, I feel like it would be... The monkey kid doesn't know why he's like with Li Jing in the start. I kind of hoped because it comes some big realization. Wait, you were forced by your own dad, but
yeah, like MK is such a big like. The hyperfixation for Journey to the West is big, but it's mostly on Monkey Kid, and he has never read Journey to the West.
Yeah, he said he read the chapters with Monkey King in, but he didn't even know the chapter where Monkey King became Monkey King. That MK.
Oh dear boy. Okay, continuing on, we see we can see here they're getting transported away, as we can see here. And what I'm theorizing here is that they, you know, as we talked about, they probably started doing more chaotic monkey shit while they were just trying to help, but the Celestial and the Underworld doesn't really seem to like what they're doing. Maybe they're more like, yeah, we want order and all of this, and then all these come and like, we're impulsive! And they don't like... but like, they're probably gonna transport away to some sort of prison, am I guessing? Like, some kind of confinement. So like they can be locked away and be like, we're gonna lock you away until this whole thing is over, okay?
Yeah, and in case you wondered why we think it's a teleportation, it very much reminds of us the other kinds of teleportation spells we've seen throughout the series.
Yeah, so, let's continue on.
Maybe we should find that train.
Yeah, well, what are they saying? They're saying, we will be blamed for the destruction of our private affairs. The wound inflicted on the creatures can no longer be justified. And to understand what kind of creatures that are getting harmed, let's just continue a few seats ahead. Okay.
It's just...
it's just...
If we're gonna analyze it all, just give... Yeah, yes. No, there. Okay. Just in case any of you is gonna ask about this. First off, those two flying things down there, yeah, we don't know what it is.
Probably guards.
It could be. I'm thinking of all the Heavenly Guards too. They have like gold armor.
Yeah, so maybe like Li Jing brought them with them.
Yeah, they look like they can fly. I thought of the sky thing like MK and Wukong, but it doesn't look like that color scheme or anything. And you had something about the explosion?
Yeah, the explosion is maybe, as we mentioned, it might be the monkeys get sent to confinement, but then here they break out. They're just like, nah,
not for us.
So they're not gonna do that. And as the wounds inflicted on these creatures, you're gonna talk more about this in your video?
I am. So just short said, some of you may already have, connected them with Chinese zodiac, and that's not entirely wrong, but it's not one of the 12 Chinese zodiac. There's these specific 4 creatures who is heavily what is the name? Heavily connected with the 5 Faces stones, and I have a very high suspicion that this is one of them. Should I just mention them shortly?
Yeah, and the 5 Faces stones, if you're confused about what the hell is the 5 Faces stones, I made a video, my last video, I talked about these 5 colorful stones, where I somehow called that these 5 stones were important, and that the myth about them, the sky breaking was going to be important. That's still pretty wild. Anyway, but so what we're seeing, so these are clear. If you want to understand more about why I think this is the 5 Faces, go watch my last video. But anyways, so you can talk more about these creatures now.
Yes. So I just want to say shortly that there are these 4 creatures in Chinese mythologies called the Azure Dragon of the East, the Vermilion Bird of the South, the White Tiger of the West, and the Black Tortoise, also called Black Warrior, of the North. And I just want to say that these 2 creatures very much look like the Azure Dragon and the White Tiger, meaning that, especially because the Azure Dragon and the White Tiger is connected with the 5 Faces, the stones that Nuba used once upon a time
to mint the sky.
Yeah, so now you may ask, there's 4 animals but 5 stones. So each of these animals are connected to a specific element, like wood, metal, fire. But the one element who doesn't have one of those 4 animals is earth. And earth is said to be the middle of things. It is said to be the center of the universe in some places. And there's an entirely 5th animal connected to this 5th zone, which I'm gonna cover in my video in more details.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in this whole aspect, please consider checking my video out. I will tell a lot more about it though. We'll
talk about it here because we're gonna continue on here because we don't want to reveal too much for the next video. Let's continue on. So I don't, I don't know what this could be. This may be the teleportation spell we saw earlier with them getting transported away, or it's just something completely else. It could be
those fairy mountains around Flowerfruit Mountain.
Yeah, because this looks a lot like what we saw in the pilot, which was around Flowerfruit Mountain, which would be really dark that this is what happened to Flowerfruit Mountain.
Yeah.
Maybe we're gonna talk later about something called the Pillar of Creation. But just mentioning that, so maybe even, but yeah, let's continue on.
柱所受之伤已不可复议。
打断一下，创世之柱到底是什么东西啊？
这个世界的运作就靠它。
Okay,
so a lot of things happened. Just go back a few frames. I wanna see. Yes. Okay, so we got this. Then we got, yeah, of course we got the lovely scene of Wukong and Macaque. Anyway, there's not much to it anyway. Maybe they will trust each other more.
That would be sweet, but this is they're probably just showing the fan favorite, what they're knowing to be the fan favorite scenes, because then in the show they're just going to be bickering a lot.
True, but just a fact, if this actually is Flowerfruit Mountain, a place where both Wukong and Macaque have had a shared past, it would make sense that they looked at each other like this and kind of looks really traumatized. They even added the lines between
the wrinkles.
Yes. So you know, if it really is Flower Mountain being destroyed, I feel like it would make sense for Wukong to look back at Macaque instead of MK standing next to him, because you know they have a shared past about this place.
Yeah. Also, we're editing it in the video, so I probably need to say this. But what MK is asking here, hey, what is the Pillar of Creation? Which you probably all heard the myth, probably all know. But so the Pillar of Creation in the original myth, there was 5 pillars which held up the sky, aka heaven, to fall down on earth. But then it got destroyed when 2 deities went to war against each other, and one of them broke it. Which in this case is probably Asher, who had a fight with the Jade Emperor, and then broke the Pillar of Creation, which we see here. So what we're seeing here is probably the Pillar of Creation breaking, and then it decides to hit on Flower Fruit Mountain.
It would make sense if that's just the center of everything.
And here we have the Pillar of Creation, as we can also see here. This is the Pillar of Creation destroying. And this very clearly looks like this. So that's probably it.
And just little facts. We're gonna go back to. Wait. Also,
where do you want me to go?
This scene, many of you might be saying a Lantern City, but I feel like it's just more of general setting in Megapolis, considering the background here. And wait, is that a noodle shop?
Oh, it could be, but yeah, we saw that.
Wait, that with the New Year's Eve, they were like a place like this where they were making noodles. Could it be there?
So maybe they're having another New Year.
It could be, considering there's both a tiger, they are represented the New Year, and dragons, but I guess it could be just part of this city's stuff.
No, but it looks like a lot like the New Year. So maybe they're having like another New Year, and they're like they could even mention it's the Year of the Dragon.
That would be kind of fun.
But also, because this scene very clearly takes place at the same as here. Because, yeah, it's the same.
It's the same place. It must be some realms of importance in this. Okay,
yeah.
Wait, I couldn't say that, right? Just ignore that.
Yeah, so they're it seems... So if we're gonna do this at the end too, but from what I can figure out the storyline perspective, this is the first scene where, like, told... Things are breaking, okay? Hold away from whatever chaos is happening and you don't cause any more chaos. But then things start to go wrong. Okay. I'm gonna go with a bit of a leap here, but this is theories. So, you know, I'm just gonna yap. So, they are told, don't do chaos. They're like, okay, we promise, I guess. They're not gonna follow it. And then, they start seeing the, and then the cracks on the, if we go very earlier to the trailer, they seemed, because this also takes place in the same place, so this might be like the heaven is breaking again, and then
the detailed side characters.
Yeah. Also, yeah, dragons. Year of the Dragon.
Yeah, right. That thing where they're like lifting the dragon. That's a very common thing in New Year.
And they're wearing dragon stuff. It's the Year of the Dragon.
It doesn't need to be the Year of the Dragon. It could just be New Year. But yeah.
White tiger, Asher, dragon.
Wait, you got white tiger skin?
Yeah! So maybe they're actually referring to those. Maybe it's not the New Year's. Maybe they're just referring to those 4 mythical creatures.
I mean, both of them. She got antlers. It could be dragon horns. Even a white paw. The pink-haired girl even got a white paw here. And she got, this. Okay, so tigers is a very common thing in China. It's a representative of good luck. But as far as I have seen, it's the orange tiger that is normal. Why the hell would they use a white tiger skin?
So maybe we should do some research if they like celebrate those 4 too.
Maybe the white tiger has some kind of symbolism in China too. But you're right, it could symbolize the two. Not alone have they white tiger skin, but dragons used in New Year's Eve is usually red. Like red and gold, that's the Chinese colors. Why the hell is this blue?
They're definitely referring to those.
Yeah. Okay.
So, continuing on with the timeline, they're told that don't do chaos. it was like its weird form of don't do crack. But then, and the MK is like, okay, we're not gonna do anything, fine. But then this guy starts cracking again, and then Li Jing comes in here, and it's just like, Monkey Kid, what the hell? We told you not to do anything. This is all your fault. And then, as we theorized, he then sucks specifically MK in here, and they're just like, you're coming back to the underworld with me, buddy. And then he takes him, and then we get to this scene.
Oh, right, where also he doesn't have his pajamas, but it's the same place, yeah.
Yeah, so that's the timeline. Does that sound like a fine timeline?
It sounds like a timeline. Just imagine an LMK crack video, and it's just him cracking.
Yeah, that would actually be really funny. Anyway, continuing on. I love saying continuing on for some reason.
Oh wait, this scene, just wanna say real quick, you all know of the kind of, you know, the giant hand?
What's a giant hand?
It looks like a giant hand. I mean, even in Journey to West, there's mentioned Buddha made a hand like that, but I'm doubting it is the very same, considering in Journey to West that was the very hand to trap Wukong. And this seems more like a new thing with Rising, I'm not sure. It reminds me so much of some kind of movie I watched at some point.
Yeah, so maybe maybe it's Buddha's hand, maybe it's some other's hands, it's some celestial being.
Yeah, or maybe they just had fun designing the cliffs so they look like a hand. Oh yeah, they even look like a little bit like shadows. Now I can't stop thinking about my cat.
But
it's just shadows.
This looks like a claw, so yeah, it's definitely a hand. This looks like nails, so it's a very clearly.
Yeah, but the question is, I don't think Buddha would have claws, would he?
No, so it's probably someone else.
Yeah.
We don't know who it is. We should just do some more research. We can mention it in your video if necessary. Okay, continuing on.
不管怎么样，我们总会有办法的。你说对吗？好像是个。
Before we got some Sandy. We got some Sandy scenes. He's finally getting the appreciation he deserves. It looks like these two scenes are very clearly very after each other because MK is sitting on that log. So maybe I saw someone mention that MK is finally getting the therapy he deserves.
Whoa.
I'm trying to mention as much as my own thoughts as the fandom spots here to get the intermingled. I've been way too much on Tumblr and Twitter. So
it's a good thing. Then hopefully, you know, it's what fans wants to hear. Anyway, the question is, does this happen before the comforting scene or after the comforting scene?
I'm imagining it happening after, and then someone is coming to attack them, and Sandy's just like, no, don't you dare attack my nephew. I'm giving him therapy right now, okay?
Yeah, just like being the super calm guy. The moment someone breaks his session time, his therapy lesson, it's just like, no dudes, nope.
Yeah, you're gonna die now.
Especially considering how...
Yeah, MK's just like, wait, what?
He even looked like he was meditating the way he sits.
Because we have talked about this, but Sandy's definitely the best if someone has to teach MK to accept himself as monkey. It's Sandy who if we learned in season 4, at least his past form saw himself as a monster, and that's why he acted like a monster.
Yeah, but as far as we know, I mean, if I remember correctly, please correct me if I'm wrong, in the current timeline, Sandy has more or less comes to, you know, he's accepted that he is as he is.
Yeah.
And that's something that MK needs right now.
Yeah, so he's gonna learn him, like, if I can learn it, you can learn it too. I was about to say bud, but it's not Wukong, so maybe
Kid.
Maybe nephew.
If he actually calls him. I know I've got it. I mean, it's cool if they got a nephew-uncle relationship, but I don't know if it's got the right call to.
Pixie called him son.
Yeah, but it's just a one syllable name, whatever it's called in English, you know? Nephew, that's too... It could work. Could work.
Maybe. Okay, continuing on.
Yeah.
啊，我们总会有办法的。你说对吗？
好像是跟石头有关。
Okay, just gonna more back, just a little more. Okay, yeah. So this room, do we know where it is?
Oh, I saw, and again, that breakdown, we really need to link it. I think they mentioned how it really looks like this room right here. So it's probably the same room.
Even the same paintings at the walls.
Yes,
on the wall.
And we have this thing here, so which looks really a lot like this, maybe. So maybe they just got, I imagine they just got the stones, and the reason MK isn't holding them is maybe because he like hit them in his jacket or something. He does that.
Before, where Li Jing was like breaking the roof, couldn't it be like after this?
Yo, it's probably after.
Yeah.
It's after. Yeah, it's 100% after, and he's like, come. Yeah, and he's just like, give me the stones.
Yeah.
But this is very clearly the creatures sacrificing themselves from earlier. These guys.
And in the very next shot,
they give them to MK.
Okay, yeah, exactly. It's the same colored stones as the creature's heads. There's something about... Yeah, it clearly looks like he's been given them at some point. Oh, and Wukong already got the circlets here too.
Yeah, he looks surprised.
Just like, okay, I knew you were, like, special, but...
Yeah, main character energy over here, hello!
He's a little jealous.
Yeah, he's jealous. But MK might be giving them because, you know, he's related to Nuva in some way, because MK was, you know, made by Nuva very directly. Like Nuva made every human being. That's the myth. That's why she's the creation goddess. But MK is more special, so that's probably maybe because these creatures might even know or be related to Nuva in some way. So they feel like this connection from him. And we're gonna talk about this later, how MK is connected to all these stones. So, and how that makes sense. So this is clearly what is happening. They're like, one, you're the good guy. Two, you're probably related to Nuva. So yeah, great.
Yeah, and if the creatures really are the 4 Chinese constellations I mentioned, they definitely have a connection to the stones, and the stones definitely have a connection to Nuva. So, you know, as you said, it could end like this.
It's a circle.
It's a fully balanced circle,
as everything should be.
Yes, and then especially in the next scene, just okay, not this one, but pretty close up. Okay, remember how I said there were the 4 constellations? One of them were the Azure Dragon and the White Tiger, and then we have the Vermilion Bird in Western mythology known as the Phoenix. Considering we actually see a phoenix in the show, I just find it even more likely that it actually is these 4 creatures. We only missed the tortoise.
Yeah, so maybe we're gonna see that later, so they don't reveal everyone. But it's clearly, if we will quick show the scene.
It even... Yeah.
It's attacking them, but that maybe it's because it's protecting the stones. Or it's stone.
Fire has always been known to be more, yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I tried to look up antagonists for Journey to the West, and I didn't see really a phoenix everywhere. Anywhere? I didn't see a phoenix anywhere, so you're probably right about that. That it's just it protecting.
It's the Vermilion Bird of the South is the closest thing we come.
And it's related to fire, right?
I am pretty sure, yeah. Wouldn't make sense otherwise.
Yeah. Okay, continuing on.
But wait, just a real quick thing. It could just be a random design, but I just find it funny how it kind of looks like a circlet.
Oh no, maybe it's trapped too. Oh, poor baby.
Okay, I think it's the eyebrows. Kind of, it's cool eyebrows, but imagine.
I would cry for it.
Wait a minute. It has this armor, gold plates. Didn't the other creatures have Euro?
Oh, so...
Wait, look at it. Okay, so they clearly got some kind of gold armor. It's matching, guys, it's matching. They have some kind of connection.
Yeah, they're related. Big brain from you.
Thank you. These two are definitely connected. Then we skip to this Vermilion Bird, certain Phoenix, perhaps. It got some of the kind of same gold armor.
Yeah,
as it looks very much alike. It could be a sign. It's the 4 animals I mentioned.
This is probably not to do anything, but it looks kind of like a red sun.
You just don't say, especially hair.
it's not him, but like.
Imagine if you have a connection though. Imagine if he gets to fly on it.
Oh, like but imagine maybe we get a Red Sun scene where they're like, oh, how can we get through it? And I would love to either Mei, because she has a lot of
Mei gets the Asher Dragon.
Or this, because she
got kind of 5%.
Because if you don't know the 5 phases, as we mentioned earlier, the 5 phases actually each has a kind of a personality, and there's actually something called a fire personality, sort of, and Mei matches the best with that. Just thought I might mention it, yeah, and so maybe either Red Sun or Mei is gonna be related to this, and maybe even the other creatures are gonna be related to some of the characters. Maybe they get to ride it on it like New. No, but they're dying, so maybe not. But like, maybe if this one gets to survive, Red Sun's gonna get it, or Mei.
Yeah.
Or maybe just become friends with it.
Someone, please do fan art of them writing it.
yeah, please.
I want to draw the bird now, just because I like drawing birds. So
yeah.
It's so cool. Okay, anyway.
不管是否有阴谋，但我们最信任的人。
Hey, did we forgot?
We haven't mentioned him at all.
100-eyed demon, everyone. Should I? I'm probably the one who's done the most research on his mythology.
Yeah.
Also, if we're gonna continue a bit on, so I can also talk about the other villain.
Take the lead.
全部。
Okay, so this looks a lot like the same scene, like there, but this is a 9-headed demon, and this is the 100-eyed demon. I don't know what they're gonna call them, because in the show, please just give them nicknames, because they're very long names to give them in the show. Like, oh, it's the 100-eyed demon, it's the 100. It's getting tiring to say.
True, but one thing I want to point out before you do anything, the way that the vermilion bird here, Phoneix, like breathes fire, some normal kind of fire, I guess, and then we get to this still kind of a bird, but it has black flames. It screams opposites of some kind of way.
Also, Nezha's mech.
Nezha, yeah.
Maybe he gets to win a fight!
Hashtag, I don't know what the most popular hashtag is. Hashtag save, give Nezha a chance.
Yeah, give him a break.
Yeah, that is. Give Nezha a break.
Give him therapy. I saw one.
Give them all therapy.
Yeah. Anyway, so let me talk about these two villains. We have the 100-eyed demon, who's a centipede, and in the original mythology, he was a senior to the 7 Spider Sisters, which the 7 Spider Sisters are basically just a Spider Queen.
And Monkey Kid.
Yeah, so, and he tried to help them, but then they died. They got killed by the pilgrims. But he was then taken in as a guard for a temple. But he might come back here for, like, vengeance or something. He might not even... They have changed a bit in original Red Sun was also... In original Journey to the West, Red Sun, or Red Boy as he was named in Journey to the West, was also supposed to be, like, in a temple or something, but he's clearly not. So this guy is clearly just has always been a villain. And then we have the 9-headed demon. The interesting part about the 9-headed demon is he was actually he was with a team. He worked with his father-in-law and his wife. The father-in-law is named the Wanqing Dragon King, and his wife is named the Wanqing Princess, and with 2 other minions, which I don't remember the names of. And basically, they tried to steal like some Buddhist stuff called the Sarira or something, which and then that was stolen. And without those things, that the temple lost its magical glow, and the king of that kingdom, with those things now stolen, thought it was the monks who had done it. So he started killing them off.
Oh.
Luckily, the pilgrims got there in time and killed. The pilgrims got there in time and they killed. They killed They killed the Wanqing Dragon King, the Wanqing Princess, and those. I don't know if those 2 minions were killed. They probably were. But the interesting thing is, the 9-headed demon was the only one to survive. Though one of his heads got bitten off by Erling Shang's celestial hound, so maybe we actually do get some Erling Shang scenes. Oh,
yeah. And yeah, I was thinking that Li Jing was when I first saw him.
I
gave a similar vibe, okay?
I think I thought that too, but I tried. So I continued my fight train and felt like, why those two? Like, why would they be important? Like, why are they together in the same season?
Yeah.
So like, but then I remembered they have both lost people that they were close to or had some kind of familiar bond to. So maybe we saw last season there was this traitor among the Underworld kings. And he might be, and since they're Underworld kings, they can revive people. So he might say to these two demons, "Hey, if you do this for me and get those stones, I will get your family back." That's like the only reason I can think of. Yeah. And also, no more. Let's continue on.
Yes.
Also, if this is a rock, this might be, no, I don't think it's Flower Fruit Mountain. They wouldn't get this. If we're right about the Phoneix, this is probably some other place. Maybe the whole Earth is just dying.
Yeah, or it is the fairy mountains around Flower Fruit Mountain. They do look like that. Before we continue on, maybe you should say why you think it's Nezha's mech in case someone's asking. Someone again in the breakdown mentioned it, but also the pink flames! Yeah, and we get some cool scenes later, I think. Let's continue.
I think Nezha had a mech.
He did have in the Lego set?
Yeah.
Damn, they've been away too long.
Yeah, you have. Yeah! It does. It's not on layer. Damn. Yeah, this is clearly it. This is his set.
Well, it doesn't look exactly the same, but it doesn't
it's
necessarily do. I mean, Lego sets can change from the time it gets to the show, you know? And
then we have the Nine-Headed Demon, so...
Yeah, well...
And in the very same scene, he's fighting it, so...
Yeah, true.
And also, so it's very clearly Nezha's mech, and these swords on the side, we see that later in the poster. Later in the trailer, I mean. Okay.
Yeah, Nezha finally getting a mech. Some spotlight. Nezha getting split between his dad and the Monkey Kids is something I didn't know I needed. No, I didn't know I needed that either, but now, like, the entire fandom is hating Li Jing now and just loving Nezha even more. Yeah. Okay.
没事的，小天。你内心有些东西自己无法控制。
Okay, so this scene.
There's love.
Let's just start from the beginning. Here, Wukong is saying, there's some, okay, MK, I think it's like, here he's saying, okay, MK, everything's going to be okay. And then in the next scene, he's saying, there's something inside you that you can't control. With this playing, and here are the 5 faces stones. I'm gonna, when I'm editing, I'm gonna throw a picture up of the 5 faces, they're there, and show how much it looks like it. But as you can see, as you're gonna mention in your analysis, again, with those 4 being related to creatures, and the last one being a separate thing, and then which is the yellow one, and then that being on top, again, supports it. Again,
it's the center. The Earth represents the center. We discussed at some point too that if the Monkey Kid characters was supposed to like have an element, like Mei's personality fit fire very much, we considered, especially you considered MK to be the Earth because it was like the middle. Actually, there was someone in my comment in my last video, I think they said wood, but that made me go more into the 5 faces personalities. So yeah, I see. It would make sense if he turned out to have the yellow, considering the we can't talk a lot about it here because we're talking about it in your video. But one thing I will mention: these creatures clearly had to sacrifice themselves to give up these stones. Maybe the stones were like fastened to them, and when they disappeared, the stones became like loose. So who's the 5th stone? Because I've been seeing someone again mentioned in my last video. They were like, that it might be Wukong. No, someone on Tumblr. Yeah, someone on Tumblr mentioned, hey, maybe it's Wukong who sacrifices him for the last form. Yeah. And that's why MK is crying. Yeah. Look at, he's going apeshit in that scene, I can just tell. We finally get he's going apeshit in that scene. Okay, this could be MK's powers just going out of control, couldn't it? Yeah, I saw, again in the breakdown, they mentioned might be someone trying to, like, stabilize MK power, but it looks like a lot like MK's shirt here.
but it could be because if you continue on, it clearly is going towards MK. So maybe it could just be some clips and him going down to the ground, and then just some really cool transition where we see him here.
He's got the
ape shit eyes.
Yeah, he's got the kind of I felt so much that now I feel nothing.
Oh no!
That's the look.
We're gonna theorize way more about this, so let's just continue on so we don't spoil your whole video.
You just like saying continue on.
That's my catchphrase now. Continuing on! Quoted Corey. Okay.
We finally get happy scenes.
Yeah, but more importantly, if we're gonna slow this down...
You're just gonna focus on the bad scenes, of course.
Of course! I like writing angst. I write angsty fanfics.
I do so too. I understand.
But here we have MK. We have a figure here, and I can't for the love of... we saw a figure here. I'm probably just gonna pause and put in a screenshot. But it looks a lot like Li Jing. So it may be just like MK going like, yeet! Li Jing.
Yeah, okay, you may be Nezha's father, but I don't care at this point.
Yeah, and maybe he doesn't even like Li Jing anymore because he found out how bad he is to Nezha.
Yeah.
Okay, continuing on my catchphrase.
我们要做的就是把五彩石集齐，然后把该修补的地方修补好，最后让一切。
Okay, we got
Nezha's mech again.
Both Nezha's mech and both Sandy and Macaque focus. Yeah, just let's yes, reverse a bit. How do you say it?
Yeah, we're getting Sandy focus again.
Okay, so wait, just back to the heavy Wukong scene just for a moment.
You want some happy?
It's more like just a quick little thing that this must be Flowerford Mountain, and it just looks like one of MK and Wukong's typical training sessions. So I don't know if this just in the start of the season or they actually have a happy let's forget it all moment something.
I think this is the very first scene we see because everything seems so fine, and then maybe that like night like Wukong is like, okay, done for the training session, bud, and then MK goes to like sleep, and then you know, this happens.
Trailers like so much to confuse us with putting the very first clip of the season in like some kind of random place in the trailer. I've seen it so much.
I have watched so many analysis with MadPad who like make game theory that I like my brain. I've watched him make so many reaction videos that I like my brain immediately went to, okay, where's the timeline?
Yeah, because this just looks like a normal day for them. Normal happy day. Anyway, the angst. Okay, so first up we got some kind of first up we got this where first off the Monkey Kid mech and yeah, Macaque is floating. They're leaving Macaque. I don't know. Maybe he just said, "I will handle it," and then, yeah, hopefully they got some kind of plan. But it really looks like here when they first they draw.
That's Li Jing.
Yeah, it's someone. It's definitely someone.
It's Li Jing. It's his color. It's a bit blurry, but I can't think of any other who has that design. So it's definitely Li Jing. So maybe like Macaque is here like stopping him because okay, stop. We're stopping.
然后把该修补的地方修补好，最后让一切恢复原状。
Because as someone mentioned in the breakdown again. Sorry.
I'm just his eyes are yellow. It's so cool. It's canon.
Yeah, but someone mentioned how this might be again the breakdown mentioned how this might be Li Jing trying to suck Macaque into the pagoda.
Yeah, so we talked about how the breakdown we referenced to talked about how there's some kind of form who looks kind of like the light when Li Jing used the Heavenly Pagoda to, try to get someone in it. But, apart from that, it is Macaque's color scheme. It looks like his powers. Then there's just the fact that it kind of looks like that one kind of flashback where he died.
Yeah, so it's either Li Jing sucking him in or...
maybe him going a bit out of control with his powers.
Like being like, I finally got a found family again, bitch!
Yeah, I think it looks like it's gonna be a much bigger part of the team. I love it. I mean, I have theorized as before with people, different discussions, that the whole thing about him dying, you know, he thinks Wukong and stuff like that. It may have a lot more to do with his own powers, especially because in that flashback we see there's a lot of shadow surrounding him, and not alone that, it's just so suspicious. The only kind of flashback we get is something LBD showed us. Yeah, but anyway, that's another theory.
Yeah, I'm actually referring to that theory because you mentioned it.
Yeah, neat. Okay, but the whole thing is that his position, the outbursts of shadow powers, just reminds us of that scene.
Shadow Peach lore.
We got something for you.
Yeah, but also I would like to mention here that I completely forgot to mention this. Someone named Then Be a Warrior on Tumblr, you know, a few months ago actually made the theory that these three were gonna end up in the Underworld, so that's true. But what I want to mention here is the reason for them being Chaos Monkeys. You can actually go into very specifics, especially with the Underworld, because they all somehow fucked up the system with the Underworld. You know, Wukong wrote himself out of the Book of the Dead, Macaque, he got revived, and then we got MK, because he might not even be in the Book of the Dead, because the interesting part of the Book of the Dead is there's actually more, and there's like registers, where like you can go like, oh, what kind of species are you? Okay, you're here, and Wukong had his very own, like, basically his own book with all the other monkeys, because monkeys are so weird. Apparently in Chinese mythology, they're like so weird. Or something like that. So MK, because for what we know, we haven't seen anyone like MK before. So they may just like be like going through the pages, like, where are you? Where are you?
Yeah.
So that's just what I wanted to mention. And we should continue on then. We've got Macaque here. Okay.
We didn't mention. Go back a minute. Okay, why we still didn't mention the one scene here where Sandy, we first see Pixie fighting. Finally got some Pixie content for Pixie lovers out there.
Dadsy.
But then Sandy clearly protects him of some kind. It looks serious, not just some kind of non-bell light. I don't know.
Remember that flashback Sandy had back in season 2 where we saw that scene with Jubajie? We may get some references to that!
In that, if Sandy actually gets flashback to that, it would make sense why he takes this so seriously.
Yeah, he's just like, I'm not losing my friend again!
Yeah, I mean, isn't there even some... I think it's just the scene, but still.
We then got... Oh, cool, mate. We then have Mei's dragon here in the background, but more importantly, it's clearly the 9-headed demon here attacking Tang, and
with the black fire stuff going on.
Yeah, so that's what's going on here. Another fight. Then we got cool. Nezha's fight.
We got Nezha's. Yeah, wait. Okay, first off, this is Mei got a jet of some kind too. Mo and Sandy, Pixie's some kind of character.
We really need to watch that. Give me a sec.
Yeah. Pixie and Tang have been riding together.
Free noodles!
Okay, so we gotta mention the one fact right before this. I think right before this. No, it wasn't right before this. Wait, what?
You're spoiling. You're spoiling.
Okay, sorry. This just... Yeah, okay. Mei's mech. We didn't... We
oh, that's the... Oh, yeah. I forgot to mention it.
I'm just trying to appreciate the design a little bit. I like
it's
it.
Cool.
I like it. I quite like it. Just look at this. she even got a tail. I love it.
Yeah, nerd.
It reminds me of Voltron.
And this is probably the middle of the season, since the cracks are there, but they doesn't seem as severe as we see in some other scenes.
Yeah, the lighting is still green and light. Monkey Kid likes to do that. You know, when the big bad guys comes, it all's dark and cold colors. That's not like it yet here. Yeah, and as we Nuva in that Nuva myth where the pillar got destroyed, there was also a lot of mentions about just generally the world destroying. Like, it wasn't just like, oh, the sky is falling down, which is, you know, already probably enough in itself.
but it's just the world was slowly dying. There was a lot of stuff going on there, so we're also maybe gonna see some other catastrophes. Yeah, okay, continuing on.
Wukong, 小霞，安野。
I want to mention several things here. Do you want to go first?
Should I just go first?
Yeah.
We have MK in his monkey form. Very cool. He looks so much like Macaque. He's that one meme with Todoroki, which is like, are you All Might's love child or something? But instead, it's just like Wukong. MK, are you Wukong and Macaque's love child or something? That's what I see. And then we have the Pillar of Creation here, very clearly getting destroyed and being the Eye of the Storm.
It definitely looks like it's like connected with like this with the heaven because it's cracking like that. It's definitely like the pillar.
Yeah,
of
and
creation, like holding the heaven up. Wait, it even got the same colors in the sky.
Yeah, that's what I went back. So it's probably that, and then we also see it here. So yeah, connections, and yeah, I just really quick wanted to mention that. And then we have the 9-headed beast here. So either I think both the 100-eyed demon and the 9-headed beast is going to be important. Demon, sorry, this form. He has a normal form in the Lego sets where he's just like a normal Lego character, and then he has this beast form, which is called the 9-headed beast. And you can clearly see. Wait, I will quick want to count how many heads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, it could be an 8, maybe 9, somewhere behind, but maybe just an 8.
I would just love if there was just an 8,
yeah.
because that would mean that his 9th head really did get cut off, like in the myth.
Really? Okay, my turn.
Yeah,
okay.
Your turn to analyze.
Okay, I just want to point out 2 things right now. So first off, I just love the design of this. I can't wait to see it in full light. Anyway, why does it have these color schemes? That might just be, you know, random. That's likely just random. Yeah. Sandy will be alright.
Hopefully. he's been a little too important in the trailers for this.
But anyway, I just want to point out real quick the animation. I know a lot of people have been complaining, but okay, so look at the scene right here. Especially driving here, I feel like I mean, okay, it's not the best quality right here, but I feel like it looks really smooth. But then when you go to this scene, you can already wait. Here you can always see how much flat the colors are, almost as if they haven't rendered, as they haven't put shadows and light in this picture yet. Considering this, I feel like Kari mentioned. There might be a potential chance that the animation is not fully done.
Yeah, I've seen some people talk about that. So, because there's some scenes, again, I'm going with the people I've been theorizing, that they're not done yet, but they just wanted to show something.
Yeah, precisely, because just look at this. Especially the fire, Nezha's fire, it's just top quality, right? Smooth there. And then you got this scene that is just a bit flat. It's just a bit flat. Even the cloud just looks, yeah, I don't know. So it looks undone.
It's clearly not done. And these guys are good at animation. We've seen that from past things. I've seen Carmen San Diego when it got out. I haven't finished it.
Yeah,
but
you're talking about the new studio.
The new studio.
Yeah, they animated Carmen San Diego. If you don't know it, they got a different kind of animation style than Lego Monkie Kid, but it's a really good style. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then we're gonna real quick watch the last clip, and then I think we should wrap this theory up.
Yeah.
神兽的话题我们先放一放，龙丫头。
我的代号是龙灯枪。
潜水救不了近火，就先跟我来吧。
枪灯枪，枪灯枪。
I can't take it. She's too cute. okay, just.
I'm just gonna pause in random places there.
I'm gonna print. Just okay. Real quick. First off, this scene hasn't changed. I just want to feel like that's. I mean, when season 4 came out, this was a big thing. Like you could see how they represented the different pilgrims. It's just the same, so I guess there's not much about it. I just want to mention it real quick.
Maybe they're gonna change that too.
Maybe, yeah. If they changed it, it's a big sign it's undone. Then yeah, that's just a cute scene. So
stop there.
The translation says
we're gonna put the translation in the video.
True.
When it's done editing. I just wanna
Those two. I'm not sure the English version is gonna beat this. It just sounds so cute in Chinese. It looks like you can't prove me otherwise. Yeah, it looks like they just saw something and they're like, okay, let's go. Yeah, it is. It's just a very cute scene. I ship both free noodles and dragon fruit. So honestly, but Mei's just so cute. Yeah. Like she's just a chaos. Like if you mean spicy noodles, right? Yeah, spicy noodles. Oh yes. Oh, sorry. Spicy noodles are dragon fruit. Yeah, I mean, maybe I should just. I was first introduced to dragon fruit, so I kind of shipped them a lot, but then I got into gay ships, and it's just like that's kind of sweet too. Yeah, but to be honest, I haven't focused on these ships in a long time. The ship I focused most on is they're just cute. Yeah, they're just cute. Look at her, just hear her out.
哦，我的代号是隆咚锵。
潜水救不了近火，有先跟我来吧。
锵咚锵，锵咚锵。
We're gonna
请地藏十殿团。
when the video tanked and we're gonna make a blooper of us who's just sung it. Yeah. There's going to be a lot of left out clips. But anyway, I've been seeing people theorizing, and also my own thoughts about it. It's probably like they're going off on a different mission again. Like, maybe we get like the B plot or the A plot is going to be them. And just on their own adventure! That would be so nice. I mean, even the translation here says, all you have to do is follow me first. Yeah. So, they're doing something together. Yeah. It even looks like the place where he, okay, first off, he has the same outfit as when he trained Mei. Second off, it even looks like the place he trained Mei. It kind of does. I know it doesn't have to be, but it kind of does. Even the muddy thing where MK came and like, you know, Mei thought he was a mud monster. Imagine if this was the place he was actually hit. Yeah. He hit the mud. Yes. Good job, Macaque. But anyway, I think we should wrap this video up here. Yes. We've been talking for about it's like 9 p.m. here. 9 p.m. Nice. It's like. But yeah, I think that's it. It's been Corey, aka Chelio. Remember to like and subscribe, and also check out. Yes, the amethyst archer known as Li Jing. And hi again, it's Editor Chelio here with some final things I forgot to say. First of all. In the part of the trailer where MK said, "Hey, what is the Pillar of Creation?" we actually used another translation by Elacor, which I'm also going to tag them in description, so thanks for that. And also, at the time of this video being posted, the Amethyst Archer video isn't out yet, but we're gonna make it whenever we have time. I just wanted to say that. Also, thanks to Egni RDI for uploading the Lego Monkie Kid Season 5 trailer in such good quality. Yeah, I think this is gonna be it. Wait, I was okay. Never mind. Well, Shirley said, imagine end credits rolling is probably rolling. Sorry if my English didn't sound quite right. I think it's understandable, so please excuse me. And other parts. Okay, so in my third video, I'm gonna go more into details about a couple of things. Maybe some symbolism, and especially the 4 animals representing the stones. And the 5 faces. Yeah, and the 5 faces. And go check out my video. I made a whole video about the 5 faces. Go check it out. Yeah, so Corey definitely helped me on that part. So if you're interested in some more details, consider holding a keep out on my channel. And that's it. Bye! Side